CBN announced something last week, right? Which again, whoever is there now is fair game for Yinka right now. Whoever is there making all these weird decisions.
You're supposed to be acting, right?
Person supposed to be acting.
You're not going to collect blue on top.
No,
appointment
because
that's not solidified.
Wait, so here's the story. The CBN said they want to start adding social media to KYC. So Chingozim, tell us what's happening there and why this can cause fights.
Okay, so the CBN wants to they want to start requesting, or they said banks should now start asking for social media handles when opening accounts for customers. So now, in addition to giving them my BVN address and all of those things that we usually give, now I have to tell them my Twitter handle, my Facebook handle, my Instagram handle, and possibly my LinkedIn handle, basically. So
I see.
This is, considering this is a new administration, I'm going to believe they are starting on a new slate, right? But this is probably the weirdest requirements the CBN has made in a very, very long time. Because why do you need social media handles of your of your
users?
Yeah, of your users. But why would it cause fight? SERAP is a social, it's a non-governmental organization or a not-for-profit, and they have a reputation for suing the Nigerian government every chance they get. And this time, the CBN is in their crosshairs, and they're saying,
you don't buy markets.
Withdraw that you said within 3 days, or we sue you. So this is more than 3 days since they issued the notice to the CBN. The CBN has not withdrawn it, and SERAP, well, I am not their lawyer, and I haven't been to the court. But we haven't heard any news that they have actually gone ahead to do that. I'm not holding my breath for this, because this is not the first time that they threatened to sue the Nigerian government, and I was monitoring it, and I was disappointed. They did not sue anybody. So I am not holding out any hope that they do it. But then this is an interesting development.
Okay, so thanks for calling that out, because now I want to call them out. It's now sounding like they're doing that as PRO activity to make them look like they are working.
I guess because
if they've not been suing, like you said, they will sue.
They sue a lot. They sue the government a lot.
Or they announced that they want to sue a lot.
Yeah, they announced that they want to, or that they will.
They actually do sue. If you go on Google and Google SERAP sues FG, like there are a lot.
What has come out of any of all those SERAP sues?
But then the thing is, your record of threats versus your record of action. The threat is stacking up. Like when you stack them together, it's a lot more than actions.
So right now, if SERAP threatens to sue the CBN
look at that.
Yeah, I mean, that thing is normal. Like once you keep saying, I will do this, and you don't do it, people will not take you that seriously again. So even if SERAP threatens me, I don't have anything. I don't
when I calm down before they go see tech points, cease and desist, and they will not send it to you. They send it to the managing editor. So I beg.
But so far banks haven't. They've not given out any official communication. So at least I have at least 2 accounts, and I have not gotten any email from my banks. I don't know if you guys.
I'm not going to answer them.
Well, yeah, of course I won't be answering them yet. But if they say they are going to take my money, or they will
do no such.
So they will not take your money. So what is likely going to happen is they will now introduce that as an account opening requirement or an upgrade requirement.
Why?
That's the problem. So that's now going to be another problem.
Yes. But why is this important? Why is it important for them to?
So it's a KYC. So it's like saying, why is it important for them to know their customer? They need to know their customer. It's intrinsic to the financial
BVN
system.
Address, are those things not enough?
That is not enough. They need to see all the people they are dragging on Twitter. They need to know when you are acting the federal government.
So
that means
when you are criticizing the CBN policies.
They are not doing it because they want to know their customers, because they want to know who is friends of the government and who is dragging the government. Because I don't see any reason why.
So my social media is my connection with other people and my interaction with them. I'm thinking of how it ties into maybe my finances.
Okay. being a skeptic aside, right, or being cynical about this, the potential I see is a way to tackle fraud. It's a possible potential. It's a stretch. I'm not going to lie, but this is a possibility. You dupe somebody. Bank comes to your address. They didn't see you there, or because obviously you're not going to see you there. I don't know how banks do the addressing verification these days, but on social media they can look at your interactions
to
get an inkling of how to find you. They can use a random person to DM you. So there's recently a friend of mine bought something from someone on Instagram, paid and zip. If the person reports to the bank will say, there's nothing we can do. All those kind of things. It might help police investigations, so they can track your activity on social media to help investigations. Now, again, the caveat here is this is a stretch, but one thing I know about the Nigerian armed forces, the police force, when they want to work, they work.
Exactly. They don't need your social media really, or they can actually find it.
They can find it
without you submitting it.
So, but now I think maybe they want to make it easier for the bank's compliance officers to track all these issues. So, for instance, now you see people on Twitter sharing details on how with themselves on how to game one banking floor to collect money or do anything. They can be tracking on those conversations. So, but this, as far as I'm concerned, is a very big privacy issue.
Yes,
mighty privacy issue. So, honestly, I'm struggling to see
Actually, the NDPC has actually responded to the whole thing, and they are saying that it is a privacy violation, and they're probably going to talk to the CBN CBN and all of that. So I think they've said they've reached out, and they are still in ongoing conversations. So let's see how that plays out.
Okay, so that cage fight needs to happen. Whoever is there now is fair game, because I don't understand what's going on.